to travel road. Ladies and gentlemen, make a recess of our name. Our junior player is Jeremiah Obama. Jeremiah's hobbies include basketball and soccer. If he can travel anywhere in the world, it will be Hawaii, so he can go foot jumping and swim in blue water. Jeremiah is involved in basketball, and he takes the background of our CHS as a teacher. In 5 years, he teaches us graduating from college and a police academy and beginning his career as a police officer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeremiah Urbano. Now we're moving on to our team. Our first team is Mr. Rollins, who is
All right, cool. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm here with homecoming. My bad. Not working? Am I good? Am I good? Yeah, it's on. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. It's on? Okay. All right, I'm here with homecoming Prince, Ernesto Villanueva. So Ernesto, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty happy that I won. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. How has the experience been for you?
It's been a good experience. I was able to, go out there, play some games and have fun throughout the whole process.
Sure, for sure. Any core memories that you have?
Just being out there, just playing the game. Over here winning, I'm going to remember that for a minute. So,
I appreciate that. Congrats, bro. Thank you. All right.
Here's your crown.
Oh, thank you.
I'm here with homecoming queen, Stephanie Camacho. Stephanie, how are you feeling right now?
Great.
How has the experience been for you?
Really fun.
Any core memories?
Right now when I was nervous and I almost fell.
Nice. Thank you. Congrats.
Wait, what do I get?
Was that good, Johnny?
What am I supposed to get? Huh? I don't know. They said it's live on me, but I don't know what to do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to homecoming football. Tonight, the College take on the challenge of the Firebaugh Eagles. The Eagles are led by the head coach, George Cardona. The College are led by head coach Jose P. The offensive coordinator, Ronnie Reed. The defensive offensive line coach, Penn. The defensive coordinator, defensive backs, wide receivers, Ricky Taylor, Daniel Watson, and Walter Escobar. Linebackers, James Watson, special teams coach, Lupe Sandoval. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our athletic director, administrators, and all Clinton High School, we would like to welcome Firebaugh High School to play with us Friday night. We would like to wish students from both schools good luck. We encourage all spectators to keep in mind the good sportsmanship is expected at the Memorial Bowl as we set good examples for our students, players, and everyone who's in attendance. We remind all spectators the game is competitive, but it is also an educational experience for all players and students. Let's continue to show our respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative feelings, chants, or behavior. Please be respectful of all players, coaches, and referees throughout the game. The score in that part of the game is generally divided over time, but the actions of the contestants, coaches, and spectators are remembered. So let's make the choice between good sportsmanship and then good sports are always a winner. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we want to let you know that Max Pratt is here today to photograph the game. If you'd like to view the photos, you can see them at maxpratt.com. So it's a Firebaugh High. Good luck to both teams. The referee for tonight's game is Dennis Wright. The umpire, Preston Falcon. The headliner, Doris C. Remley, and the line Joseph Day. Here comes Center of the field representing number 3, Isaiah, number 18, Manuel Bautista, number 23, Anthony, and number 35, 53, Alberto Major. For the code, Devin Sanchez.
Hey, we'll go after. We'll go live after.
The code will be ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Gentlemen, your attention, please. We would like to time for a moment of silence to honor coach football alumni. Jake Davis, the class of 90, Steve Blanco, the class of 89, who lost their lives in a tragic accident last weekend. We stand in solidarity with them as family and friends. We honor them tonight this season by wearing their jersey numbers on the back of our helmets. Number 5 and number 8 will remain with us and off the field. Please take a moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please rise for our national anthem?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Max Preps is here today to photograph the games. If you would like to view the photos, you can see them at maxpreps.com. Search for Kalinga High. Once again, good luck to both teams. Back deep for the toes, number 2, Devin Sanchez. Number 12.
Hey, right, we have to use math on the broadcast.
Well, you know what? We do have a few numbers here in the game.
That's correct. The gunslinger for the Toads himself, the sophomore QB, Noah Tazi. Noah, impressive so far this season, Coach.
Yes, he sure has. Got a Fresno Bee Athlete of the Week.
That's correct.
Not too long ago, too.
His older brother and little sister into the ball game, and here Alvarado to the 35-yard line, brought down a pack of Eagles. Let's make it down. Actually, his parents and older brother are in attendance tonight. Second down at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers either side. It will be Alvarado to his left hip. Here comes Tazi in the gun. Takes a snap. Pressure, but he'll be brought down in the backfield. 53 himself, number 53 on our roster.
Actually,
we don't have a number 53.
Don't have number 53 on our roster this evening. Number 50.
Well, bring up a third down, a critical third down for the Toads. Right to left on your screen. Ball. That was a couple losses. They're trying to get the clock started. Ball in the near hash. 2 receivers either side. Alvarado the tailback to his left hip. Here comes Tazi in the gun. To Devin Sanchez. He's brought down by a tandem group of Eagles, and the Eagles read that play perfectly there.
They sure did.
For the Toads, if you're Jose Pease, do you roll the dice here early? I mean, hey, thing can happen. That's the one thing. It's crazy.
You know, my personal bias, Brian, I'm always a fan of going for it on 4th down. So,
but here
plenty of time left in the game. Let's see what we have here.
Here they go. Those have the same formations: 2 left, 2 right. Alvarado to his left hip. Tazi in the gun on that far hash. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado with some realm. He's to the 25. He's bringing tacklers with him. He's to the 15. And that will move the sticks for a Horn Toad first down.
All right. Well, that going for it on the 4th down. Nice call, Coach. Great run there, too, by Gustavo Alvarado. He met a defender and sat him back down again. Got a few more yards after that.
Well, Gustavo Alvarado already has 3 touchdown rushes so far this season, and he's been the bulldozer so far on this drive. They open up the contest. 2 receivers either side. the gun all by himself. Takes a snap, jet sweep to Devin. Devin near side. He's the 15 to the 10. He's going to get to the pylon. Easy in.
Signal right there.
That's a horn toad. And Sanchez finds the end zone for 6.
You know what? For Horn Toad fans, that's a mighty nice way to start league play, Brian.
Hey, the running game alive and well tonight, Coach. Wow.
And I about that too is that's going to really open things up, I think, for some of the passing game here. Let they continue to continue to keep it on the ground.
Missed PAT.
Looks like that was Ryan 7 for the Firebaugh Eagles.
The freshman on varsity. With 9:37 to go here in the first quarter of play from Chuck Garner. Toads with 6 and the Eagles of Firebaugh High School with 0. We'll be right back with football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. .9:37 first quarter of play. Kalinga leads 6-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. League play. The Toads will be kicking off right to left on your Chuck Garner Stadium. Clear night here, Coach. There's no wind. I mean,
hey, we brought the tape. We brought the tape to tape down the rosters.
At the tape, everything. The windstorm.
True.
But here's the that'll be taken by Looney on the far. Quarterback for the Firebaugh High School Eagles, it's number 18, the senior QB and outside linebacker, Manuel Bautista. Because we had a couple questions about that because they have 3 quarterbacks on their roster.
3 players listed as quarterbacks, so we were curious about who they would start off with, and it looks like Bautista got the call.
All right, here comes Bautista, first play of scrimmage for the Eagles. 1 receiver to either side, 2 running backs in the backfield. He'll be in the pistol on that far side. Hands it off. Get it over to Fernandez. Fernandez with some room on the far side. He's the actual step out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A pretty good pickup. The Eagles flexing their muscles on the run game as well, Coach.
Oh, and
but a penalty marker flies.
Penalty marker on the field.
Okay.
Not sure what was going on there. A little bit of extracurricular activity
maybe
after the play, perhaps.
You know what? Hey, league play, you might have a little bit of that.
I know that the Horned Toads and Firebaugh have had a little back and forth. In fact, we were talking about this pregame. This is now the 4th meeting between the 2 squads in the last year and a half.
That's right. I mean, they're going to wave the flag off. Okay.
Waving the flag off. All right.
Okay. Plus, I would kind of expect that from the Toads because the Toads have been idle for 2 weeks because they had the bye week last week. So, I mean,
chomping at the bit.
A little bit. Second down for the Eagles. Firebaugh High School moving left to right on your screen in their white uniforms with the red and blue trim with the white helmets with the Philadelphia Eagles logo on the side. The Toads in their black uniforms, black helmets with the orange C with the Oscar with the horn toe. Bautista pressured. He has room. He's going to go to the far side. He's in midfield, but he'll be leveled to the ground. Masai Richard was right there for the play. But hey, this Toads defense is flexing their muscles right now, Coach.
Hey, they're trying to keep up with what the offense was able to accomplish, but it does look like
they are going to move the chains.
They are moving the chains there.
They'll put himself into Horned Toad territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did they call him down or did they fumble out of bounds? I'm not sure what the official call is right there, but it is first down for the Eagles.
3 running backs in the backfield. Bautista under center. And a little bit of confusion up here, but the Toads are able to sniff that play out.
He just met a wall of black and orange right there, folks.
That was actually number 50, I should say. Number 50 on our roster. Our number 50 on our roster tonight. No 50.
No 50 either.
On Firebaugh. Okay, then. Second down and 10, no gain on the play.
I believe the recently crowned homecoming king for the Kalinga Horned Toad, Sonny Garcia, was in on that one.
Sonny Garcia flexing his muscles early. 2nd down and 10. One receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. Toads show blitz. Bautista takes the snap. Does the keeper on the far side. 45. He'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. A duo of Toads wrapped him up.
Looks like Masai Richard was in on that.
Masai Richard, we've been calling his name a lot tonight. I mean, on this first drive, he's been all over the place tonight, Coach. This will set up a 3rd down at the 43-yard line. A critical 3rd down for the Eagles. Can the Toads stop them? One receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. Bautista takes the snap. Penalty marker flies right before the snap. Let's see what the call will be.
It looks like it's going to be going against Firebaugh.
And also, Firebaugh was on their bye week last week as well. So, I mean, a little bit of jumpiness back and forth on both sides of the ball for the Eagles and the Toads. That'll push them back 5 yards. So, the Eagles went 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
1 step forward and two steps back.
Ball will be placed at the 48-yard line. One receiver either side. 2 running backs in the backfield. Here comes Bautista in the gun. Fakes the handoff, has time. Pressured, does the keeper. He's to the 45. But he'll be brought down to the ground. Mario Delgado wraps him up. And that will bring up a 4th down for the Toads. 4th down for the Eagles, I should say. The Toads holding the Eagles pretty well so far tonight. And the Eagles will send out their punt team for the first time tonight. A good stop by the Toads defensive front, Coach.
Yeah, it was looking a little bit shaky on a couple plays, but that penalty kind of helped him out a little bit. And nice solid stop. And let's see, who do we have?
That's Sanchez.
Sanchez back deep.
And Pena as well. Here's the punt. Nice spiral end on the far side. That ball will sail out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. That's where the Toads will set up shop when we come right back with 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Toads lead 6-0 over the Eagles. We'll be right back. This is Horned Toad Football in the news at CHS YouTube channel. $6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Toads lead 6-0 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School on homecoming night 2022. Alongside of Coach Josh Walker, I'm Brian Welch for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. You remember your homecoming, Coach? I mean,
you know,
we're
bringing it way back.
Brian. We're both alumni. I mean,
this is true. My homecoming was 30 years ago. 31 years ago. Holy cow, I don't even remember. Oh,
Tazi with a little bit of a handoff, late handoff over to number 24.
Yeah, that was a short gain on that. Did they pick up anything?
Because they were going to do a jet sweep there.
I see. Actually, it looks like they have a slight loss of a yard on that play.
2nd down, and actually they're going to put 2nd down and around 11. Or 2nd and 10. Alrighty, 2nd and 10 on the scoreboard, but the Toads trying to dig themselves out of a hole deep in their own territory. One receiver left, free to the right. Alvarado at the tailback to his left hip. Here comes Tazi in the gun. Takes a snap. Has time. Dances. Throws it. Down the near side. Incomplete pass. Intended receiver was number 4, Wyatt Worth. On the coverage was Isaiah Leyva, the senior wide receiver, quarterback, and free safety. These Eagles are 20. They have 23 players on their roster, Coach.
They have a lot of guys playing both ways. A lot of initials next to these names.
Hey, you know what? Hey, whatever you have to do to get the job done. If you have to play like 5 positions, you got to get the job done.
You know what? This is true.
West Side football. I mean,
West Side football.
You don't normally see that like in the suburbs of Fresno or Clovis, but West Side, that's
hey, we got to do what we can with the smallest schools. Although Kalinga is about almost twice the size of Firebaugh High School these days, so that might explain the larger roster. But
here they go, 2 receivers to either side. Alvarado to his left hip. Here comes Tazi in the gun. Has time. Throws it down the far side. Sanchez is open. And Sanchez hauls it in. Sanchez caught it. That's going to move the sticks. First down for the Toads.
Yeah, nice gain of about, what do you say, Brian, 18?
I mean, that was
18
great.
yards?
But you see how that ball was delivered? That ball was delivered with some power on that from Tazi. I mean, that's that duo all season long, Sanchez and Tazi. The Toads have a new set of downs going right to left on your screen here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. One receiver either side. The Toads in the power eye. Hands it off. Alvarado as the penalty marker flies. Brought down by number 8 himself. That's Inez Felix, the junior middle linebacker with 8.4 tackles per game so far this season for the Eagles. Let's see if the call will be a holding on the Toads. So that's
holding on the Toads. Yes, I believe that was on number 75, Jesse Bautista Lopez. He came up with his hands in the air, trying to sell it to the official, but
me? Hey, wait! Did I do the holding? It was the guy right next to me. It was Firebaugh. It was Firebaugh. Come on. Yeah. So they'll back him up even further. 1st and 20 for the Toads in their black uniforms, orange numbering, and black pants.
That's my favorite. That's a classic look right there.
Well, I mean, the orange looks pretty good. Kind of looks like the color rush in the NFL. Three receivers left, one to the right. Tazi with some time. Scrambles, throws it down the near side. Sanchez goes up, claims for the ladder, but he was double-teamed. I mean, I think Firebaugh's going to be double-teaming Devin Sanchez all night long.
If I was Firebaugh, that's exactly what I would be doing. So, it's a good strategy there. Tossie on the run made a nice throw, but yeah.
But Sanchez climbing the ladder. That was impressive. I mean, he was
Sanchez. They have him listed at 5'8". Not bad for a 5'8" guy to getting up there.
Maybe Jason McFarland might need him for basketball season. 2nd down and 20 for the Toads, going right to left on your screen. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Alvarado in the backfield. Here comes Tazi. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, I should say. Throws it, got a man. It's going to be number 11. It's going to be Singleton. Singleton with some speed. He's tiptoeing the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And is that going to move the sticks? Yes, it does.
Sure
Malik
does.
Singleton moves the sticks for the Toads. And the Toads have a new set of downs here in Coalinga. These Toads have been able to pull the rabbit out of the hat during this drive, Coach.
Yes, if they can continue to find multiple targets right there for Tassi, I think they're going to keep having some good success with that.
The Toads trying to march down the field as they lead early, 6-0, halfway through the first quarter here at Chuck Garner Stadium. Yes, you are hearing the band. The band is back here for homecoming in the power eye. Tazi hands it off, up the gut. That's Wyatt Worth. Brought down by number 53. Number 53 on our roster is... Do we have a number 53?
We don't have a number 53. It's the second time we've called the...
But he is important
Good job,
in that
53.
defense. That's right.
Sorry, Mom. We don't have it right there for you.
But number 53 might be a problem for the Toads.
You know what?
Later in the game tonight.
This is true. But let's see what we have on this next set of downs.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tazi in the gun, Alvarado to his left hip. The Toads on the near hash. Tazi takes the snap, has time, throws it to the right side. Sanchez wide open. He's to the 45, to the 43-yard line, and the Toads move the sticks again, Coach.
Moved another nice gain right there, and he wasn't double-teamed that time, so they didn't listen to us. They're not tuning in here to the broadcast.
Oh, my word.
But you know what? That's all the better for the Toads.
Well, I mean, Devin Sanchez, if you leave him in space, that's dangerous. That's like
sure
dangerous.
is.
That's like having a plate full of money, and you want to take it, or you want to get donuts.
That's like me with fresh baked cookies
Or donuts.
okay.
Because today at Fresno State we had donuts in the dining hall, like a big old platter of them.
Ooh.
It was pretty good. It was I had to get 2 of them. Tazi takes the snap. We'll tell that story later. Tazi on the run to the left side. That's the keeper. He has some speed. He's to the 32-yard line.
And that's pretty close to a first down for the Toads.
But Tazi's
See where the spot is.
That dual threat quarterback that everyone has been seeing in college football of late. Dual threat, can run, can pass it. You have to have a good receiving core as well to get the job done here in the CIF Central section.
And definitely. And let's, not forget about the nice running that we saw in that first possession.
That's
so
right.
That's got them in the two backs in the backfield right now.
Hands it off up the gut. Alvarado with some speed, but he'll be wrestled down by number 23 on our roster. That's Anthony Fernandez. Anthony Fernandez, the running back for the Eagles, going back and forth. But kind of like talking about those donuts. I mean, hey, I like getting some donuts. And hey, you know what? Hey, if they leave them out there, I'll eat them. Hey, you know what? Hey, they're good. I mean, what's your favorite donut, Coach?
Well, the one that's right in front of me, Brian.
Oh, my word. Because they had jelly. My favorite is jelly.
Oh, okay. Kind of old school.
Toad in the power eye. Hands it off up the gut. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's going to be Wyattworth once again. Hey, are we watching the Wisconsin Badgers tonight? Are we watching the Wisconsin Badgers? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Or the Iowa?
So some Midwestern, good old-fashioned power football. Is that what you're referring to?
Power eye.
There you go.
Pounded him right in the mouth. Kind of reminds me of Northwestern.
Oh,
hey, you saw they got a new stadium. They proposed a new stadium.
Oh, really?
Yes, they are going to tear down their old stadium and put a state-of-the-art. I'm kind of sad about that because it's that nostalgic feel to that stadium in Chicago. 2:13 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Tazi has time. Throws it down the far side. Ball will sail.
Looks like he was hit right as he released. Kind of caused the ball to sail far. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication with his receiver right there.
Maybe.
But
No ball. That ball was nowhere to be found in the 559 area code, Coach. Second down and 10 as the Toads are trying to march down the field here as they have chewed up most of this first quarter play clock.
Yeah, they sure have. There's only 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first quarter.
Hey, well, time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And I'm thinking about donuts still. And how much time would fly with a Krispy Kreme popped in the microwave for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's a pretty good.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Tazi has time, dumps it off over to Sanchez. Sanchez with some room. He's the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 15-yard line. That will move the sticks, and the Toads are in that red zone once again.
I like that call. Once again, they gave Sanchez some space. But I also see that number 12 for the Toads, Gavin Watson, was also wide open down deep. So I'm thinking that's another potential target there for Tossie as this game goes on.
Well, when you're being double teamed, if you're Sanchez, I mean, hey, that's going to open up a whole lot of possibilities for the other receiving core.
You said hole again. That makes me think of
Donut
donuts.
hole. Hey.
Sorry, Ryan. You got me on
Hey,
this.
Hey, I went to Krispy Kreme last night, so.
Wow.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Tazi, that's the keeper, has some room. He's the 10. He's into the 5. Is he going to get it? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Toads. But wait, there is a penalty marker on the field.
It came from multiple directions, too, and I think they were eyeing the tackle down there for the Toads. Let's see what their call is.
Let's see what the call will be.
The call looks like it's going to be...
They're indicating holding, but let's see.
There's a little discussion going on.
And
they are holding against the Toads, number 60. So he kind of looked like he was pinning him. Doing a little bit of wrestling action there. If it wasn't a pin, if he's not on the wrestling team, sign him up.
Hey, where's Eric Gonzalez at? Where's Eric Gonzalez at tonight?
Coach, we have a wrestler for you. Slow Doco, San Luis Obispo Donut Company.
Okay.
Near Cal Poly, Slow Doco.
Yeah.
Open 24 hours. Next time you're heading down Central Coast, swing on by. Great donuts there.
All right.
Slow Doco.
Slow Doco. All right.
Slow Doco is the way to go. Ooh, that's like a slogan. They should pay me for that one in donuts.
Oh, my word. 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Toads lead by a score, 6-0, trying to find more. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Alvarado in the backfield. Tazi fakes it. Throws it down the near side. Sanchez goes up for it, but it'll be incomplete. Ball batted away by number 3, Isaiah Leva, which will bring up second down.
That was nice defense, I think, right there by Leva for the Eagles.
Which will bring up a second down, actually, for the Toads.
2nd and 9.
Well, I was looking at my phone. Boise State takes down San Diego State on the Blue Rug, 35-13.
Ooh, that's
a statement
that
win,
is a statement.
to say the least. More about Boise after this play. The Toads in the power eye. Tazi hands it off to Alvarado, up the gut. He has some room. He will get to the 5-yard line. If you've been following Boise State football, which I mean, being in this part of the country, you don't really follow Boise State football, but
you need to keep your eye on Boise State football. That's for sure.
Well, here's the thing: they fired their offensive coordinator, and their starting quarterback transfers, but Hank Bachmeyer. So a new OC and a new quarterback get the job done on a Friday night. You need to talk with Bob Bealey, the play-by-play voice of Boise State, about that one tomorrow. I'm good friends with Bob. One receiver to either side.
Should bring him some donuts.
I know, right? The Toads in the wishbone. Hands it off to Alvarado, up the gut. But he's going to be stuffed by a flock of Eagles.
And the Toads are signaling a first down. And it is.
They are going to say a first down. The Toads will put it inside the 4-yard, inside the 5, make that the 4-yard line. The Toads trying to find something here offensively with 21 seconds in counting to go here in the first quarter. A play here at Chuck Garner Stadium. The Toads can run a play. Let's see if they will. One receiver either side. Tazi under center. Fakes the handoff, does the keeper. And the ball squirts out, and the Toads fall on it. That will be the final play. That is one memorable final play of the first quarter.
Ooh, that was sketchy right there, but we got Angel Hurtado, the junior guard, was able to jump on that ball. You know, that's something they've been practicing since the Mighty Might days. Ball, and watching all those little bobblehead guys jump on that football.
Oh, my word.
Good thing, too, saved what could have been a little bit of a disaster right there for the Toads. But now we'll be switching ends, 2nd down.
We'll be right back with more from Chuck Garner Stadium. Toads lead 6-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. You are watching Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. One quarter in the books, 3 more to go here from Coalinga. The Horned Toads lead 6-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. And, Coach, the Toads are marching down the field pretty well. A good offensive drive to milk the clock here in Coalinga.
Yes, Brian. I mean, we've got 2 possessions by the Toads, 1 possession by the Eagles, 12 minutes off the clock. It's a pretty solid performance so far in terms of possession time. Let's see what they're able to do right here, but it is 2nd and 3.
They'll be going to that south end zone, going left to right on your screen to start off the second quarter. The Toads trying to find something here offensively. 2 receivers either side. Alvarado will be in the backfield. Alvarado to Noah's right hip. Here comes Noah in the gun. Hands it off to Alvarado, up the gut. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
Signal touchdown. Why? Was he even touched? Was he even touched by a single Firebaugh player?
I don't think so.
Whatever read they had on and defense was not the correct one there. Nice play call, Coach.
That's a Horned Toad touchdown, and the Toads extend their lead here to start off the first play of the second quarter. That's a great way to start off the second quarter, Coach.
Nice way to start off the second. Let's see if we can convert here. I'd like to see a good kicking game here for the Toads.
Well, they were punting pretty well during pregame.
Good.
I mean, they were putting some air on it.
I never like to leave points on the field.
Here's Palacios with the extra point, and it's blocked once again.
It is.
Man. We'll stay right here with 11:55 to go here in the second quarter. Toads lead 12-0 over Firebaugh. And 2 drives, 2 scores, and the Toads flexing their muscles. Hey, what's new? I mean, what's new? I mean, it's same old Kalinga High School Horned Toad football.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's new, Brian? I'm still waiting for my soda that I won at tennis practice this afternoon. We had a little friendly wager going on, a little fun Friday doubles match.
Yes.
And my partner and I took the victory, and we put sodas at the game on the line. So Amanda, Alexia, I'm waiting for my soda. You got to deliver.
Oh my!
Starting to feel parched over here.
Alicios will kick things off for the Toads. They'll be kicking off left to right against an Eagle squad that had a good drive going, but kind of stalled out in the middle part of the field, Coach.
They did, but don't count these Eagles out.
They're tough. We'll be talking about some famous Firebaugh athletes.
I think I've heard of some.
Oh yeah, 1 or 2 of them. That'll be returnable. That's taken by Luna. Luna on the far side, but wrestled down to the ground. Who is that? None other than Mario Delgado wraps him up. And that's where the Eagles will start with 11:49 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's that freshman Luna who's been in on a few plays. Was looking good for a second, but stopped in his tracks.
I think
nice
it's impressive.
Solo tackle.
I think it's impressive that he's a freshman on a varsity squad. I mean, you don't normally see that on the west side. I mean, you usually see a sophomore on the varsity squad like Noah Tazi and a lot of different players, but a freshman? We'll have to keep our eye on that young man in 3 years' time. 1 receiver either side. It will be Batista in the gun. 2 running backs in the backfield. Hands it off to Fernandez. Fernandez with some room on the far side. He's to the 30, 35, pushed out of bounds by a pack of Toads. Trying to figure out who that was. I mean, there was a big collision there, Coach.
There was. A little bit difficult to see.
The Toads trying to find something here defensively, trying to stop the Eagles. The Eagles are going to try to take something out of the Horned Toads playbook, doing the power eye. Or, not the power eye, but, I mean, running it 3 yards in a cloud of dust style.
Little smash mouth.
Be second down and 1 after that gain of 9. Here comes Batista in the gun. 1 receiver either side. Hands it off to Fernandez. Fernandez with some room, but he's brought down in the backfield. None other than Dominic Cattuso. But wait, Coach, there is a penalty marker on the field.
Another penalty marker. What do you think that call is going to be based on what it came from behind the offensive line, which says to me there might be a little bit of holding involved there. Let's see what the signal is.
Let's see what the call will be as...
missed the signal, but he's marching it off. Oh.
Definitely a holding because it's more than 5 yards. Actually, well, it will be 5 yards. My apologies. But the Eagles trying to find something offensively, but it's been their night that they've had the moments, but they've not been able to put together anything into the end zone. 1 receiver either side. Batista in the gun. Claps his hands, dumps it off on the near side, dumps it off over to Leha. Leha with some room. And he's maybe brought down none other than number 3, Luke Wojowoda. And that'll bring up a 3rd down for the Eagles, Coach, something that the Eagles have been very familiar with all night long. Is that a moth flying up? Yeah, it is a moth. One of the Kalinga moths. The classic Kalinga moths. Now ball will be placed on the near side at the 25-yard line. The Eagles going right to left on your screen. A sellout. I mean, I could call it a sellout, Coach, right? I mean, a lot of people. I mean, there's some open space, right by our broadcast position, but a sellout crowd on homecoming night on the home side. Batista in the gun, 1 receiver either side. Takes the handoff. Dumps it down the middle, and that ball's almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 11. Number 11 on our roster will be Sebastian Perez, the junior defensive end.
Defensive end / receiver.
Wide receiver.
I mean,
hey, multiple jobs. The Eagles will bring out the punt squad with 10:19 to go before halftime. And the Toads will have none other than
we have Devin Sanchez
and Pena. Jaden Pena.
Jaden Pena back.
playing some football, then getting the basketball shoes on for the winter time for the Toads. There's the punt. Nice punt. Ball will land at the 48-yard line. That's where the Toads will start things off with 10-11 to go here from Chuck Garner Stadium. The Toads lead 12-0 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School. We'll be right back. This is Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
Channel. I thought I was going to add a little echo right there. Some little sound effects.
Oh, my word. 10-11 to go here in the second quarter. Horned Toads leading 12-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles to open up West Sierra League play. And here comes Tazi and the Toads. Going left to right on your screen. The Toads will be in the wishbone. Hands it off to Worf. Worf with some room, but he'll be met at the line by number 14. That will be Christian Gallegos, the junior fullback, middle linebacker for the Eagles. Well, we're talking about Firebaugh High School athletes. Alumni, I should say. We're expecting a Bills jet to fly into Kalinga today. Josh Allen, being from Firebaugh, having his sweatshirt, wearing that. Remember that last year, Coach? He wore a sweatshirt to a game for a Bills game. He walked in, and they sold a lot of sweatshirts. That actually was donated to the school. All the proceeds were donated to the school.
Nice.
But he is an ambassador for the West Side, and it's pretty cool to have an athlete that's an hour away playing in the NFL. Tazi with some time, jumps it off to Gavin Watson, but the ball will be overthrown as a trio of Eagles were surrounding Watson. Third down for the Toads, as the Toads trying to not peter out here on their third drive.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 8.
Toads trying to find something offensively here.
This is an important down for them if they're going to do that.
Ball's placed at midfield. The Toads trying to find something here. Here they go. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. It'll be Alvarado to his left hip. Here comes Tazi in the gun. Takes the snap. Has time, throws it deep down the near side. Got a man, but it'll be incomplete. That was number 6. That was Nathan Cuevas. And the Toads will bring out the punt team for the first time tonight here from Chuck Garner Stadium.
So far, the kicking game hasn't quite added up for the Toads. Let's see what we can put together here.
But here's the punter, Wyatt Worth. Wyatt Worth was hitting some bombs.
All
like
right.
skying them in pregame. So
Wyatt Worth has got the he's a jack of all trades.
That's right. That's correct. As
Running
the
the ball,
Toads
playing defense, kicking, BMX racing. All right.
That's right. That's correct. And here comes Worth, I should say. Wyatt Worth will punt it away. Okay. Nice punt. That ball will scoot out of bounds to the 37-yard line.
Definitely took a Horned Toad bounce there. I'm not sure. Did someone from Firebaugh get their hands on that one? It's kind of hard to say. We don't have the replay here in the booth.
We're
working on it.
Hey, exactly.
One of these days.
That's gonna come into the quarterly budget report. We're gonna.
Yes. We'll work with that.
But 1st and 10.
When you become a famous broadcaster and you can donate back here to the.
I would do that. Yes. I'm going to put that on record.
You could be our Josh Allen.
Hey, you know what? Hey. I would not mind that one bit.
Maybe you wear your tie here and sell lots of ties.
Here come the Toads in the back. Actually, a penalty marker flies as we thought the Toads were offsides, but
no, they managed to get the Eagles to jump there. So who was that? Is that Mario Delgado with a fake?
Mario Delgado has been all over the place tonight, Coach. Every time the Eagles had the ball offensively, Mario Delgado is somewhere in the vicinity. 1st and 15 for the Eagles.
Looks like he was anticipating their count right there and gave a little fake.
3 running backs in the backfield. Tosses it over to Luna. Luna with some speed, but he'll be wrapped up by a pack of Toads. Led none other but number 44, Branson Peters.
And Mario Delgado.
Mario's gonna. I know Mario. Mario was in my ag class my senior year.
All right.
When he was a freshman. So the Toads trying to stuff the Eagles as whistles
Looks like we have a timeout.
Timeout, Firebaugh.
To stuff the Eagles. Sounds like a culinary experiment there. I'll have some stuffed eagle.
I mean, you could stuff a turkey.
You can.
Well, I mean, the turkey was almost about to be the national bird.
That is, yes, the famous almost could have been.
What would it be like eating the national bird on Thanksgiving, Coach?
I don't know.
Hey, eat the national bird for Thanksgiving. Hey, that turkey. Hey, have it all in red, white, and blue.
There you go.
But 8:41 to go here, right before halftime. Timeout. Live Firebaugh will take a timeout with them. This is Horned Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. Welcome back here to Chuck Gardner Stadium. 8:41 to go here right before halftime. Josh Walker, Brian Welch here for you for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. The Toads lead 12-0 over the Eagles. The Eagles are impressive. I mean, they've had their moments, but the Toads defense has been able to hold them still. Yeah, it's going to be Bautista, and Bautista will sail it over his wide receiver's head. Number 8 on our roster is Inez Felix.
Yeah, that was nowhere near. So
there was no wide receiver in the 5.59 area code for that one, Coach.
Not at all.
But I'll bring up a critical third down for the Eagles.
Feel bad for the assistant. He has to jog all the way down to get that ball.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I mean,
gets his steps in.
Hey, exactly. I mean, he can get himself a donut.
There you go.
Oh my word! Third down for the Eagles with 8:35 to go here before halftime. One receiver either side, Bautista in the gun, but
and we got another timeout.
Another timeout. Interesting timeout. But the Eagles will stay right here with 8:35 to go here, right before halftime. The Toads' defense has been tough all night long, Coach.
Yeah, Firebaugh's had their moments. They've had a couple key penalties that caused them to get some negative yardage, head in the wrong direction. Looks like Coach might be a little bit frustrated with what he saw, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, the bread and butter's not working. Or here's the thing. Well, I mean, a lot of penalties on the Eagles' offensive line. Mm-hmm. Some off false starts, holding, something that you might see coming out of a bye week. But I mean, critical penalties. This might make or break the game, Coach. If those penalties were not thrown.
That, I think, is definitely a big part of the story for the Eagles in their first half of offense.
Here comes Bautista in the gun. One receiver either side. Fakes the handoff. Throws that deep down the near side. But that ball will sail over the head of number 3, Isaiah Leva. Isaiah Leva wearing many hats tonight. The wide receiver, quarterback, and free safety. He was covered by a tandem of Toads. And the Eagles will bring out the punt unit squad with 8:30 before halftime. Something interesting to look at that, Coach. The Eagles airing the ball out a little bit.
Yeah, two long passes there, unfortunately overthrown. So we know the quarterback has an arm. We either got the receivers to pick up a step or two, or get off that line a little bit quicker. But either way, the Toads should have some nice field position for this next possession.
Here's the punt. Penalty marker flies. Spiral punt. That ball will take a Eagles bounce at the 24-yard line. We'll see what the penalty will be. But let's see, it'll be fourth down.
Oh.
And Branson Peters is just jumping up and down like what? Like he has his arms up in the air. I mean, like, wait, me?
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there.
Was it? I mean,
I'm having a little discussion there amongst the officials.
Let's see what the call will be, Coach.
Personal foul.
How is that a personal foul? I mean, the referees might see something different than what we see, but
yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Personal foul on a punt.
Maybe he roughed the kicker, but it didn't look like he roughed.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Brian. Again,
hey, you can expect the unexpected in West Sierra League play.
So that's marching that off. That's going to give the Eagles the first down. Well, they were needing the first down, and I guess they got one.
I think we can change the script as penalties can either it can either benefit you or hinder you in this first half.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the explanation for that is. Peters is still in the game, so.
First attempt at the 49-yard line. Bautista hands it off and a big hit.
And a big hit once again, number 28.
Mario Delgado.
Delgado.
Oh, my word. Wow. We could feel that hit all the way up into our broadcast.
And that was
position.
a loss of what? 6 yards on the play.
The Toads answering with a punch. Not a literal punch, but a defensive punch like a Mike Tyson punch. Ball will be placed all the way back at the Firebaugh 45. One receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. Will be in the pistol. Takes a snap. Takes the handoff, but a whistle during the snap.
Blowing that dead again. So that's gonna be.
Let's see what the call will be. I mean, hey, the referees have been busy tonight.
There we go.
A false start.
False start on the offense. Now the ball's going back the other direction.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. I think we've been saying that all night long, Coach.
I feel like I'm working on a new dance move or something.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Hey, why don't we get that trademark?
Hey, you know what? Any choreographers in the house? Maybe give us some advice.
Oh, my
Maybe someone
word.
on a CHS, drama class preparing for upcoming musical. Catch Me If You Can. Maybe they can teach you some moves.
Catch me if you can with 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
There you go.
Second down and 20 miles for the Eagles with 7:12 to go here before halftime. Bautista in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it, but that ball's going to be intercepted. Devin Sanchez, he's to the 50, 45, 40. He has some room. He's the 25. He's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Toads.
Once again, that Firebaugh had that quarterback threw a zinger. His receiver was not where he needed to be. Right into the waiting arms of Mr. Sanchez there.
Devin Sanchez once again. I wrote this down. Looking at, he's had a lot of interceptions so far this season. I mean, because like my boards, Devin Sanchez has a lot of information.
There's a lot of notations right there.
A lot of notations.
Next time you need to leave him his own
little
section.
box. His little section.
His little box.
His little own page on the side.
Right? Maybe a little flip book just for Devin.
The Toads back in business once again, but they'll be met up at the line of scrimmage. None other than number 24 himself, Alvarado. Now they'll actually lose a yard there, Coach.
And I believe number 62 is on that play for the Firebaugh Eagles.
Anthony Mayo, the junior guard himself with the Eagles.
A little bit of a loss.
Where's the turkey at if he has the Mayo?
If he's got the Mayo. Well, the Eagles.
Well, I mean, Eagles.
Stuffed Eagles with some mayo.
Hey, hey, I have a little bit of cranberry sauce and some stuffing.
There you go.
Second down and 11 for the Toads after that loss of 1. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. The Eagles kind of confused. Tazi in the gun, Alvarado in the backfield. Takes a snap, has time. Pressure, dumps it off over to Alvarado, but Alvarado was kind of confused about that one. Tazi kind of threw it right behind his back.
Yeah, I don't think he realized he was the safety outlet right there on that particular play. So some miscommunication, some good pressure there from the Firebaugh defense.
You kind of expect that after you're coming off a bye week. I mean, gotta get the wiggles out, gotta get the bugs out. Offensive. I mean, in the second quarter, you kind of want to have all the wiggles out.
Yeah. We also have, got to remember we have a sophomore quarterback.
That is
too,
true.
So he's still learning the game, picking things up, and getting better and better each week. So got to put him in those different kind of situations to get him better prepared.
Tazi takes a snap, throws it deep down the near side. Gavin Watson goes up, but it's going to be incomplete. On the coverage was number 5. Number 5 on the roster is Isaac Seha. But the coverage, Gavin Watson a little bit slow to get up there.
A little bit slow to get up.
Right corner of the end zone.
Looks like he's stretching there, maybe cramping up a bit. Yep, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Brian looks like he's doing some calf stretches there.
And Kevin Brown, the athletic trainer for the Toads, we'll take a look at him.
Actually, he's looked like he's holding a plank there, pretty good there, Gavin. But yeah, that looks like some cramping to me. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it will be a
stretching him out.
Both legs.
He was he jumped off both legs and kind of to try to time that. He was kind of reaching around both sides of the defender. I think, the defender was in the right place. I don't think he quite knew where that ball was coming from, but just happened to be in a good position there to help prevent that catch.
Well, it brings up fourth down, Coach.
It does bring up fourth down.
Your special teams is struggling to say the least.
I'm gonna stick with going for it on fourth down. It's just fourth and 11, so.
Well, it's
a bit of a risk at 4th and 11, but if I'm coach, I'm taking that risk.
I did the West Hills season opener against Foothill College. Nick Siegel, in that same part of the stadium, same part of the field, went forward on 4th and 10 and got it.
All right.
So, for West Hills College Kalinga, on the Falcons Audio Network, actually on my YouTube channel. No plug there.
Oh, come on, plug away.
Hey.
Plug away. That's what we're here for.
So we'll bring up 4th and 11 as the Toads will have another chat about it. 6 minutes to go here before halftime. And the halftime atmosphere, we talked about halftime, like homecoming, Coach.
Yep.
I was part of the band. I mean, I was able to be a part of it. Actually, I see some of the people that I used to play with down there.
Yeah, the band's back in action. New band director this year.
That's correct. So what was your favorite homecoming memory as a student at Kalinga High School?
Oh, wow. Brian, my favorite homecoming memory. I'll have to think about this one. Give me some time.
Hey, here comes Noah Tazi. Has time, throws that deep down the near side. It's going to be Sanchez. Sanchez hauls it inside the 5. Devin Sanchez with an acrobatic catch. Wow.
And they targeted that same part of the field. This time, number 5 was not able to cover his man. Sanchez with the great reception. Tossi with the great throw. Went for it. First and goal.
With his mom and dad and older brother and little sister watching Noah Tazi throwing dimes, thrown around in the park tonight. Toads trying to find something here offensively, trying to find Pater. They lead by 2 scores, 12-0. Black uniforms, orange numbering, black helmets, the orange C on the side. Tazi under center, one receiver either side. On the near hash and the power eye. Hands it out. Wait, that's the fake. Frozen wide open in the end zone. Did he get it in? Yes, he did. And who was that? Seeing who that was.
Hey.
Masari Richards got it. Masari Richards hauls it in, and the Toads are back here in the second quarter.
Nice play. He had me fooled. I thought for sure that he was going to hand that one off. Rolled out to his left, found a wide open man.
You had me fooled, Coach.
Had both of us fooled.
Hey. So, let's see what Jose Pease will do with his bag of tricks. Will they go for it?
Will they go for 2 on this one? Looks like it.
Yes, they will.
Tossi's going back out there, so looks he's going to go for 2. Maybe make up a couple missed opportunities there.
The Toads trying to go for 2 here. 5:17 to go here right before halftime. Penalty marker flies.
Do we have a little time delay here?
A delay of game by the Toads.
We do.
If I'm Jose Pease, I'm not happy about that because you have to have good game management in the West Sierra League.
It looks like there's a little bit of confusion and miscommunication maybe there. I see a couple players kind of looking disappointed with themselves on that one. But sometimes in this situation, having a little more space is actually to your advantage, especially with those nice downfield strikes that we've been seeing here in the last few go rounds. So maybe a little extra room.
Hey, maybe mail it into the right corner of the end zone.
You know what? That right corner's been looking pretty nice. And look at there, Sanchez is going right.
Sanchez will be the lone wide receiver on the right side. Tazi has time.
And he's going through his check. Oh,
incomplete pass.
Not there.
Devin Sanchez was double teamed.
He was double teamed, and that defender was almost a little close there, half a step more, and that might have been a little pass interference there. But yep, I like how Tossi was checking his progressions, looking. That was his third look was Sanchez there in the corner, but unfortunately The Eagles called that one too. Good eagle eye. Good eye, eagle?
Good eagle eye.
Good eagle eye.
The Toads lead 18-0 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School. We'll be right back. This is Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. .5:17 to go here before halftime. The Toads trying to keeping the lead away from the Eagles of Firebaugh High School.
Yes, and I'm going to honor the request of the cheerleaders to stand up because I need to stand up, Brian.
Hey,
I'm getting up there in years. These bleachers aren't always the most friendly to us old timers.
Hey, are you calling yourself old, Coach?
Well,
As the penalty marker flies, you has a little bit of time to answer that question.
I always say old enough to know better, young enough not to care. I don't know if that really works.
Oh,
in the eyes of my students at Kalinga Middle School, I'm an old man, so I'm feeling it sometimes. What do we have here?
It will be, let's see, they're going to
Is that going to go against the Toads? They're calling it offsides on the kickoff, I guess.
Something you don't see every day, Coach.
No, not usually. And, of course, the officials having a difficult time keeping hold of the ball, too.
It's playing musical chairs with it.
Yep.
But they will set it back up on the tee once again. As are they going to? Okay, then. Alrighty. Palacios will kick it away for the Toads.
What's the issue here? There's another delay.
What's going on? Okay, then. A little bit of craziness here in Kalinga on a Friday night.
Oh, so they gave him the penalty but never actually moved the ball back. Okay, that's I think that one's on the official there.
A little bit. Hey, a little bit right there.
The official gave him the ball to put back on the tee and never actually moved the ball back.
Why? Hey, we'll get back here once again. 5:17 to go here before halftime. Palacios will do the kickoff. Here's the kick. Nice little squib kick taken by the Eagles. That's Gallegos with the carry, but a penalty marker on the field.
Oh, that was your boy Mario Delgado on the stop, Brian. Not sure what the...
Let's see what the call is. I mean, these referees have been using the yellow handkerchief a little too much tonight, Coach.
It appears that, the penalties are starting to become a bigger and bigger part of this game.
And pile up a little bit, a little too much. And another penalty marker.
Looks like he's calling a penalty here on the sideline.
And a little bit of...
A little bit of John at the officials. Looks like it earned the Horned Toads sideline a penalty.
I mean, hey, when you're using the yellow handkerchief,
typically you get a warning before you get the flag. So did we miss the warning there? I don't know, Brian.
Horse collar.
Personal foul, horse collar. Okay. Interesting.
Let's see what the call will be.
I did see the tackle, and I didn't notice a horse collar there. I guess is any grabbing of the pads considered a horse collar? We'll have to check our
the CIF rule book. I forgot to bring it.
Real book.
I forgot that in Fresno, but I mean it's like over 50 pages. I mean I've never seen the rule book actually for CIF, so I mean. Hey, that'd be a good read, Coach. I mean, hey.
I mean, I'm not a rules expert, Brian, but I always thought the horse collar was you grab it around the neck and the upper side of the pads.
Yes,
It
that's right.
appeared that he grabbed him around the side of his body. So did he grab the side of the pads? Is that considered a horse collar? I don't know. We'll have to check on that one.
But the Eagles will have the ball at the 48-yard line of Kalinga. One receiver either side. Batista in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Has time. Throws it deep down the far side. Got a man. It's going to be incomplete. Tender receiver is Isaiah Leva.
And
on the coverage,
there's another penalty.
Luke Wojowoda. And another penalty flag on the field.
Looks like they're calling a little pass interference right there. That's interesting.
I mean,
we're getting a little
bit antsy before halftime. Let's see.
I'm going to show my bias a little bit, but I'm not feeling the last couple calls here.
Yeah, I mean, the referees see something totally different, but we have a little bit more of an elevated view.
True. Like I don't see how that was not a catchable pass, so I'm not sure how, unless he tripped him up before. I don't know. Again, replay booth would probably be helpful in this one.
Hey, well, we need to send that to New York then.
Send it to New York with our rules analyst.
Hey, we need to get ourselves a rule. Hey, we get Richard Welch. Hey, here they go. One receiver to either side. Bautista in the gun. Same formation they have been all night long. 2 running backs in the backfield. Toads show blitz. They look hungry. Bautista throws it deep down the far side. Ball is almost caught, but it will be incomplete. The intended receiver slow to get up, seeing his number.
Yeah, they went right after Luke Wojowoda, cornerback Luke Wojowoda on that one again. This time they didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
They didn't have a problem with the defense, and looked pretty much exactly the same as the last play to me, Brian. But again, the officials are right there on the field. They're seeing stuff that we don't always see, I guess.
Leva was the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles with 4:58 to go here before halftime. 1 receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. A little bit of confusion going on. A little bit the Toads sideline, very vocal.
They were able to, it looks like the Toads were able to call a timeout before they got another penalty.
Too many member on the field.
Well, I think we had a guy lined up talking to the coach, and he would have been offsides there, I guess. I don't know.
So we had a pretty fluid first quarter. Now the second quarter's been a slow penalty-filled event. I mean,
it has. The coaching staff, I think, of both squads needs to kind of get everybody reel it back in,
settle down a little bit.
Get things back on track.
But glad to have you along here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. Toads lead 18-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles on opening night in West Sierra League play. Toads trying to stuff the Eagles here on 2nd down and 10. The Eagles going right to left on your screen. Ball we placed at the 33-yard line. 1 receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. 2 running backs in the backfield. 4:58 to go here. Right before halftime on homecoming night 2022. Here comes Bautista in the gun. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Fernandez, but wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by none other than Mario Delgado, coach.
Mario Delgado right there again.
Wow. Every time the Toads on defense, we always have to call Mario's name. I mean, Mario's great. I mean, he deserves a milkshake tonight, especially in this first half.
And maybe a donut along with that.
I don't know if Coach Pease would approve of that for the diet.
Maybe not for halftime.
For after the game.
After the game.
Well, I mean, where do you get donuts at 10 o'clock at night?
You know what? That's a good question.
Drive all the way to Fresno? Krispy Kreme's open till...
Maybe wait till the morning and get him a dozen.
At Busy Bee Bakery.
There you go.
1 receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Has time. Throws it deep down that far side. That ball will sail over the head of Leva. And now bring up 3rd and 11 for the Eagles with 4:09 to go here before halftime.
You know, I mean, the Eagles are still trying those strikes, but they just seem to be about a half step behind. Were it not for that pass interference call,
it will bring up 4th down, actually.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like 4th and 11.
That's correct.
4th and 11 and a half, maybe.
Let's say a quarter, maybe a half quarter, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think the Toads have been able to make Firebaugh go one-sided because they usually want to run it, but passing's not their cup of tea. I mean, you're seeing a lot more passing teams now at the 7-on-7 tournaments that the teams are on during the summertime. As Bautista in the gun as
we were trying. What was that? Like a little
jet sweep. I mean, like a little motion out to the near side. Timeout called by Firebaugh.
I guess so. Looks like they were going to try something a little tricky, maybe. Hoping for some success, but decided to opt for the timeout instead.
My question would be, why wouldn't they punt? I mean, they have a good punter. I mean, the chips are down. You got to go for it. I mean,
well,
it's league play.
Well, I think they want to try to get on the scoreboard here before halftime. Try to reduce their deficit as much as possible. 4th and 11.
It's critical.
You know, I'm going to stick with my going for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down philosophy. There's that famous coach somewhere back east, right? Who always went on 4th down, and statistically speaking, actually, it's more successful, even though no one wants to take that gamble.
Well, you've seen a lot of younger coaches in the NFL go with that philosophy, even with the next gen stats. I mean, I said San Diego. I mean Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, that's kind of hard for me to say. Los Angeles Chargers. Head coach said that, like where they went for it a lot on 4th down last year. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bautista in the gun. 4th and 11 for the Eagles, trying to roll the dice here in Coalinga. Bautista takes a snap, dumps it off the near side. But it's intercepted once again. It's going to be Devin Sanchez. Devin Sanchez, pick number 2. And the Toads get the ball back.
And, well,
Devin Sanchez is always near the football, Coach.
Devin Sanchez. Great defensive play. Put the kibosh on that 4th and 11. So the Eagles will not be having an opportunity to put some points on the board in this possession. I mean, there's still, 3 minutes and 59 seconds left. They could do something here, but it's definitely not looking in their favor.
Well, I mean, each possession, the Eagles have been able to get closer and closer down the field. I mean, they are almost down by pay dirt. The Toads in the power eye. Hands it off to Alvarado. Actually, that's Devin Sanchez. Actually, Wideworth, I should say. That is Alvarado. Alvarado. My apologies, because I saw the 4.
And
I saw the 2, and that was Devin Sanchez.
He was brought down by number 23 for Firebaugh, Anthony Fernandez, around the little, what do they call that? Shoelace tackle?
Yeah, shoelace tackle.
Shoelace tackle. Ankle tackle.
Got
him around the boot.
There they go. 2nd down and 10 for the Toads. Noah Tazi trying to find something here offensively. Toads marching left to right on your screen on a beautiful Friday evening here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. 1 receiver either side. Alvarado and Worf in the backfield. Here comes Tazi. Takes a snap. Has time. Throws it deep down the far side. Watson's the... He got it! Watson hauls it in! Watson gets to the 39-yard line, and that will move the sticks for another 1st down, Coach.
That will definitely move the sticks.
Wow.
Beautiful pass, nice catch. Felt there was like a little bit of hands going on, but it looks like Watson beat off those cramps, but it looks like he might be still stretching those calves out a little bit after that long run. Nope, he's coming off the field.
Well, he had that extra because they get the 1-2 punch on him.
Yeah.
Firebaugh had that initial tackle and then that second one.
Yeah.
As Kevin Washington's trying to hurdle himself off the side. Jose P is going to try to push him off, try to get him off the sideline just in time. Toads will be in the wishbone. 1 receiver either side. Tazi under center. Hands it off to Alvarado up the gut. 35-30.
He keeps his
He's
feet.
to the 25. He's to the 20. He's to the 15. He's to the 13-yard line. But wait a minute. There is a penalty marker at the 42-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, we've got the official explaining to the quarterback what's going on with that one. That was a nice run, but the officials didn't like what they saw. And they're calling it a holding on the Toads.
Man. Penalties have
Number
played.
5. Okay, so they call holding on the quarterback.
On Tazi?
On the quarterback.
I mean, you could elbow somebody, but I mean, Tazi?
That's interesting.
I mean, hey, you know what?
We just had him on the outside instead of on the inside, I guess. So
that's a first for me. I've never seen a quarterback get
a holding call.
A holding call. That'll back him up to the 49-yard line of Coalinga. 1 receiver either side. Toads in the power eye, going left to right on your screen. Fakes the handoff. Tazi dumps it off. That's going to be number 11 himself, Malik Singleton. Malik Singleton to the 35. Make that the 33. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, Coach. And this will bring up a 2nd down for the Toads. Toads trying to get themselves back to pay dirt with 2:47 to go here before halftime.
Yeah.
Coalinga trying to find something here offensively. Noah Tazi, captain of the train. The Horned Toad, 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality. He's the conductor for the Toads. Three receivers left, one to the right. Alvarado will be to his left hip. Ties in the gun, takes the snap, tosses it off over to Alvarado. Alvarado with some room. But he'll be met by, he'll be make a little horn toad sandwich. We'll buy some Firebaugh bread.
Yeah. Tried to punch it up the middle on that one.
But the Eagles sniffed that one out.
Yeah, they sure did. So looks like no gain on the play.
Which will bring up a third down, a critical third down, Coach. With 2:17 and counting to go here before halftime. Toads trying to find something here, trying to convert on third down. Two receivers to either side. Alvarado, the tailback, to his left hip. Tazi takes the snap, has time, throws it, got a man. That's Sanchez. Sanchez to the 25. He's to the break, a couple tackles. He'll be brought down at the 24. That's enough for a first down.
It is enough for a first down.
And the Toads, bread and butter, making those short yardage plays.
He was sniffing out that end zone. He really wanted it right there. But unfortunately, we'll have to settle for the first down, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, Lou Holt said you have to make first downs to get touchdowns. Coach.
There you go. No, I say that sarcastically. With a minute 50 seconds on the clock, the Toads are putting themselves in some good position here. Keep the ball out of the hands of the Eagles.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. On the far hash, the Toads trying to find something here offensively. Trying to put 6 on the board before halftime. Two receivers either side. Alvarado, the tailback, to his left hip. Here comes Tazi. Throws it down the near side. That's Sanchez, but nobody was in the 5.59 area code on that throw, Coach.
Looks like Sanchez went in and Tazi threw out on that one.
Hey, a little in and out, double-double.
Double-double.
Second down for the Toads with 1:26 to go here before halftime. What a beautiful night for some football here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. No breeze on the north flagpole. The Toads trying to punch it in here. Two receivers either side. Alvarado, the tailback, to his right hip. Tazi in the gun, makes a motion. Hands it off to Alvarado up that gut. Rumbles forward. A little bit of extracurricular activity after the play, Coach. A little bit of a punching, a little quick jab by the Eagle of Firebaugh. But the Toads are trying to find something here offensively. Third down, a critical down for the Toads. A little bit of confusion here. 1 minute remaining here before halftime. Tazi in the gun, Alvarado to his left hip. Takes the snap, has time. Pressured, throws it to the near side. Got a man, but Wyatt Worth was the intended receiver, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what the call will be. Wyatt Worth a little bit slow to get up there, Coach, as a second quarter of the sea of penalties. The sea of
penalties. I'm seeing lots of yellow. Lots of yellow flying.
A lot of dirty laundry on the field tonight,
A lot of
Coach.
dirty laundry on the field.
As let's see what the call will be. They were trying to track down the football. Hey, it's a high school Friday night here in the San Joaquin Valley. Expect the unexpected.
Right, that ball rolled all the way to the fence across the track. The poor ball boy had to drag it down.
Fourth down for the Toads. Critical down for the Toads here. Trying to find something here offensively. The Toads have been successful on most of their drives tonight. Tazi with the snap. Has time. Rolls right. Dumps it off. That's going to be Richards. Richards with the ball on the near side. Tight ropes the sideline. Gets inside the 10. Will that be enough to move the chains?
That looks like it's enough for a first down.
That's a first down for the Toads with 37.4 seconds to go here. If you're Jose Peach, do you call a timeout right now? Because you got
37 seconds. You know what, Brian? I think I would. I'd like to take advantage of this and put some points on the board going into the locker room.
Toads lead 18-0 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School to open up West Sierra League play. Ball we place on the near hash. Toads trying to march down the field here quickly. There'll be two receivers either side. Alvarado, the tailback, to his left hip. To Tazi's hip, I should say. Tazi in the gun. Motion Sanchez. Hands it off to Alvarado. Up the gut, finds a hole. He's going to rumble into the end zone. That's a Horned Toads touchdown.
Well, there's your answer.
Hey,
We had questions, and they gave us answers.
a 6-point answer,
A
Coach.
6-point answer. That answer was worth 6 points.
And the Toads strike once again.
You know what? They've been able to capitalize when it's been those tough fourth down positions. They got the yardage they needed. I think it was smart for them to go for the first down marker instead of trying to go for the end zone. Set themselves up nicely. Less than 6 seconds off the clock.
And they are going to put the PAT team out there.
And
it's good.
It looks like we have success.
Hey, where was the referees at on right by the goal post?
Yeah, I don't know, but the head umpire's the one who made the signal there.
Well, the Toads get their first PAT attempt of 31.9 seconds to go. They lead 25-0 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School. More action from Chuck Garner Stadium when we come right back. This is Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
Channel. Sorry, I was late on my echo.
Hey, you're totally fine, Coach.
That's right.
Totally fine.
I'll work on that.
31.9 seconds to go here before halftime. Josh Walker, Brian Welch here for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
Channel.
Hey.
I'm trying.
Hey, you're good. The Toads have basically controlled this first half, Coach.
They have. They sure have. You know, the penalties have not been pretty this second quarter, but Toads managed to overcome. Put seven on the board.
That's right.
With 31.9 seconds
Something
left
we
in
have
the
not
half.
said before tonight.
This is true.
Here's the kick from Palacios. Nice little squib kick. That ball will sail out of bounds. Penalty marker flies. Something that we have seen a lot of times in the second quarter.
Yes. Well.
Hey, where's the band going?
That's a good question.
Hey, are they going to do a halftime performance? Hey. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But the Eagles have the ball in plus territory with 31.9 seconds to go.
There's one of my first-year tennis players right there, Leon Nolasco on the snare
Really?
drum.
All righty, okay.
Got to give a shout-out to the girls' tennis program when we can.
Well, that's right. You guys have a tournament tomorrow. So you can tell our audience about that tournament.
Yeah,
Coach.
we're heading over to Mount Whitney High School for a Visalia JV tournament. Should be a nice day for some tennis.
One receiver either side. Bautista in the gun. Takes the snap, has time. Pressured. Mario Delgado almost had it, but he brought down in that. I mean, Branson Peters.
He hooked him right
It's actually
there.
Grant Lenko with the tackle, but we could see that.
All the way up here.
That face mask.
Did get the face mask, unfortunately. The second it happened, you could see the realization on his face, even from all the way up here through that helmet.
Why?
Yep.
But that's the first penalty we've been able to spot, Coach.
Right. Either they're getting more obvious or we're getting better at it. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? They'll mark that one off into plus territory. Toads trying to stop the Eagles here defensively. They'll put the Eagles will be in plus territory at the 49-yard line of Coalinga. Toads trying to find something here, trying to stop the Eagles here defensively. The Eagles trying to get on the board, but for the first time tonight, they have 23.6 seconds to try to figure out how to do it. Something that they have not been able to find because they go one step forward, two steps back. The new song, they'll hit the charts next week. Here comes Bautista under center. Toad show blitz. Bautista fakes the handoff, has time. Pressure. Mario Delgado will wrap him up in the backfield. Mario Delgado wraps him up.
Once again, dropped him at the 40-yard line.
Wow.
The clock is winding down. It looks like that will be it, Brian.
Wow. That's a statement to make right going into halftime, Coach.
Yes, sir. I believe the Horned Toads, in spite of all that dirty laundry, in spite of all those yellow butterflies flying around the field, the Toads have themselves in a nice position going into halftime.
Halftime here in Kalinga, your Toads lead 25-0 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. We have more action with the second half between the Eagles and the Toads on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. Turnovers. Wow.
Expect the unexpected, Brian. Is that his second drop tonight? Go along with 2 interceptions, so do those
they cancel out
each other? Maybe, I don't know. Tough to say, but
the Eagles get the ball back once again.
The Eagles do get the ball back deep.
Wow.
They have a long march up the field if they're going to make something out of this, but it is a turnover for the Toads.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. It'll be Fernandez to his left hip. Here comes Bautista in the gun. High snap, hands it off to Hernandez, but he'll be brought down by none other than Mario Delgado. Mario Delgado having a career night tonight here on homecoming night. Impressive performance by the young man himself, the senior, with 13.2 tackles per game for the Toads and 3 sacks so far this season, Coach. Delgado's having a career season in the Toads uniform. 3 receivers either side, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bautista in the gun. Fernandez to his right hip now. On that far hash, going right to left on your screen. Bautista has time, throws that deep down the far side. Jump ball situation, and that ball will be hauled in by Isaiah Leva. Luke Wojowoto was on the coverage.
Looks like he kind of tripped a little bit right there at the last moment. The hole opened up. They were able to strike big.
Wow.
For one of the first times, if not the first time.
That's the first time they've gone deep and they've been able to find somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've been throwing darts all over the dartboard tonight, Coach, and they've been able to find that bullseye. And with 6:05 to go here in the third quarter, Firebaugh having some life. Here comes Bautista in the gun. Toss it over to Fernandez on the far side. 45. And get a couple of yards to the 42-yard line. I thought a penalty marker flew, Coach, but I mean, it's the tension's rising just a little bit on opening night of West Sierra League play.
The rivalry is alive and well, that is for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, you get Avenel next week. I mean, that's going to be, the Avenel-Kalinga rivalry has been a lot of fun to watch over the years.
That is definitely a historic rivalry.
That is.
I was telling you before the game, I feel like Avenel might feel it a little bit more than Kalinga does these days, but.
Here comes Bautista in the gun. Throws that deep down the far side. That ball will be almost intercepted. Penalty marker flies.
It appears it's going to be offensive pass interference. It looked like the receiver pushed the defender in the back.
That was Leva, and Luke Wojowoto and Leva have been together in the tango all night long. Let's see what the call will be.
I mean, from this perspective,
expect the unexpected of calls tonight, Coach.
This is true, but it looked like the receiver pushed off.
It is
offensive pass interference.
It'll be pass interference on the offense. That'll back them up. And we said this earlier during the broadcast, Coach. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But the Toads trying to have redemption here on homecoming night 2022. Glad to have you along here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
Channel. I got it right that time.
Hey, that's right. That's correct. We've been treated to a barn burner, Coach. I mean, it doesn't feel like a barn burner with the score, but I mean, with some penalties.
It's definitely been an entertaining game. That is for sure.
Hey, they're having a little bit of confusion and a little bit whistles on the play.
It looks like we have a Horn-Toad player late coming off the field.
And let's see what the call timeout called.
Oh, okay.
By Kalinga. Kalinga was able to pull it out in the nick of time. Wow. And we'll take a timeout with them with 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Toads lead 25-6 over Firebaugh. Be right back. This is Horn-Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. A play from Chuck Garner Stadium. Your Toads lead 25-6 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School. And, Coach, this has been a wild and confusing and what other synonyms can we use to describe this third quarter so far?
The first quarter was kind of calm. Everything looked good for the Toads. Second quarter blown up with
yellow laundry all over the place.
And then this third quarter, boy, this is unpredictable. We don't know what's going on half the time.
Second down at 20 miles for the Eagles. Will be second down at 25 after the offensive pass interference. Two receivers either side. Bautista in the gun. Fernandez to his right hip takes the snap, has time. Pressure dumps it off to Fernandez with the screen pass. He breaks one tackle to the 45 to the 46. And Mario Delgado is there, as well as number 62. Actually, 62 on our roster.
62, Ishmael Castro,
I should say. Third down for the Eagles with 4:48 to go here in the third quarter. The Toads trying to stuff the Eagles here with a critical third down conversion. Can the Toads stop them with what they've been doing so far tonight, Coach?
You know what? I'm wondering, if I'm the Eagles, I'm going for one of those long strikes again. Let's see if that's what they do. If I'm Woodward on that right side, that seems to be the target area. So,
wait, so it will be second down.
Okay, it is second down.
They did not move the marker. Bautista with the keeper, but a big hit. None other than number 42, Grant Lenko, and penalty markers fly. They litter the field. Man.
Okay. So there was the initial penalty, and then two additional penalties came in after that.
Let's see.
Was that just a late? Were those two other flags later? Or is there more than one penalty?
Hey, you know what?
I'm not going to predict.
Hey, you know what? Hey, we'd be pretty bad at picking fortunes. You know that, Coach? I mean, telling fortunes. I mean, we can't. Hey, there's been so many calls that been like, you don't know what's the call's going to be because it's been like there's so much different action going on the field. Jose Pease is waiting patiently for the call. He is shaking his head, looking at my binoculars. Let's see what the call.
He's trying to interpret what was going on here as well.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Trying to figure out the penalty. That will be a targeting call.
So it's the same as a personal foul here in high school football. I don't see no players are ejected from the game or anything like that.
So I mean, automatic first down for the Eagles. Going right to left on your screen. One receiver left, three to the right. Fernandez to his right hip. That's Bautista in the gun. Hands it off to Fernandez. Up the gut. Has some room. But can be brought down by Branson Peters. Branson Peters able to throw his shoulder in. But that'll be enough for another first down for Firebaugh, Coach. And the Eagles are doing what they did last drive, marching down the field.
They sure are, with the help of that penalty from the Toads.
Toads trying to stop the Eagles here. They are in that red zone. The ball will be placed at the 16-yard line. Eagles in their white uniforms, blue numbering with the red trim. White helmets with the Philadelphia Eagle on the side. One receiver left, three to the right. Fernandez to the left. It's going to be Bautista. Bautista up the gut, but with the keeper. But wrapped up none other by number 55, Ethan Roman, I should say. Second down for the Eagles. Toads in their black uniforms, black helmets, orange numbering, and black pants with the orange C and the Oscar in the middle of the C. 3:16 and counting to go here in the third quarter. The Toads leading 25-6 as the Eagles of Firebaugh High School marching down the field pretty aggressively so far, Coach. A third quarter that has been
a roller coaster.
You said it right. You took the words right out of my mouth, Coach. A roller coaster of events, penalty markers that have shaped drives. Bautista takes a snap, quick dart. That ball's almost intercepted. Devin Sanchez wanted pick number 3, but he was that close. I mean,
it's just
2
right
inches.
between his hands. Right between his hands. Yeah, Firebaugh opted for the quick strike right there. Let's see. What are we at? Brings up 3rd and 10.
That's right. That was Isaiah Leyva, was the intended receiver.
Brian, what you said earlier, I think is right. Isaiah Leyva, number 3.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct.
Okay, I was thinking number 7, the freshman who.
Well, he's been out there. I mean,
he's out there.
He's out there right now.
He's been a part of plays. He's out there now. I think that Firebaugh has a good player on their hands in the future with number 7. But let's see what they draw up here.
Oh, here they go. Isaac Sahal with a new quarterback with the keeper, but he'll be brought down. That's the first quarterback change for Firebaugh tonight. It's been Bautista with the controls, but Sahal, let's see what Sahal will stay out.
Yeah, they had Bautista lined up as a receiver on that play.
You know what? Hey, if you have free quarterbacks in the kitchen, you can use all of them. I mean, get them some playing time.
All right, we have timeout.
Timeout, Firebaugh.
Timeout, Firebaugh. 4th down and 8.
We'll see what they do next with that 4th down, 2:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Stay with us. This is Horn Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
I was sleeping on that one, Brian.
Hey, you're good. You're good, Coach. You're good.
So, yeah, I'm just thinking, what am I going to do right here if I'm Firebaugh? Am I going to strike for one of those corner shots? Am I going to try to just make that 1st down yardage, maybe keep it on the ground? Am I going to try to pull off a little trick play with my second quarterback I just threw in?
Expect the unexpected. I mean, hey, you know
what?
what?
Just going to do something bizarre and hope for a weird penalty? Don't know.
Oh, my word. 2:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Firebaugh facing a critical 4th down in the red zone. Ball will be placed at the 12-yard line on that near hash. One receiver left, free to the right. Bautista back in the saddle for the Eagles. Fernandez, the tailback to his right hip. Here comes. That ball will be caught, and that ball will go into the end zone. Seha, did he get in? Yes, he did. Wow.
All right, well.
We have a ball game now.
We sure do.
Wow.
That was, I got to give him credit. That's the first time that we've seen a pass right up the middle, it looks like, this game, right?
I mean, that was gutsy, and Firebaugh pulled it off. That how that ball was thrown kind of reminds me of a guy who does that on Sundays in Buffalo, New York. How with that deep spiral, how he throws that. Mr. Josh Allen himself. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Did you ever see him play when we were here when he was in high school? I don't
think so. But he is actually on one of the high school promos for ESPN. Because when they did the story about Mendota, the running back.
That's right. When that historic Firebaugh Mendota rivalry that.
Here's the 2-point conversion. Bautista breaks one tackle, but he's not going to break the second one. Mario Delgado wraps him up. And that 2-point conversion is no good. Hey, talk about that story, Coach. We're talking about that Mendota. It's like they did the E60 on Mendota. And little we know that a quarterback from Firebaugh was on that video, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, who was at Reedley College, transferred to Wyoming, and the rest is history, as they say. In Hollywood, we'll be right back with more action from Chuck Gardner Stadium. Your Toads lead 25-12 here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
Channel.
Hey, you got that right there, Coach.
Got it that time.
2:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Your Horned Toads lead 25-12 over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. Alongside of Josh Walker, I'm Brian Welch for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. We've seen a 3rd quarter that has been all Eagles, something that we have not seen. I mean, I was probably expecting Taking It Easy or Hotel California being sung by the Eagles at halftime, but I mean, the Eagles have come to play in the second half, Coach.
They have. They have been assisted by some interesting calls, and a couple interesting no calls.
Interesting calls, to say the least.
And
as that's going to be an onside kick. And the Toads get it back with excellent field position. That's something that you don't want to give to a high-powered offense with some good field position. Coach.
No, you don't. That was Grant Lanko with the recovery right there.
Grant Lanko with the recovery. 1st and 10 for the Toads. at the 48-yard line of Coalinga. Excuse me. Noah Tazi trying to get something going here offensively. The last 2 drives, Coach, have been turnovers. Something that we have not seen from this Toads squad all night long. 1 receiver either side. Toads in the wishbone. Tazi under center. Hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado with some running room, but he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. None other than the running back himself, Anthony Fernandez, doing double duty, doing both sides of the ball tonight, Coach, offensively and defensively. He'll be with the stop for the Eagles. No gain on the play, second down. Horned Toads trying to find something here offensively as they lead 25-12 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School to open up West Sierra League play. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers either side. Tazi in the gun. Takes a snap, has time, dumps it off on the far side. That ball's tipped up and almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 12, Gavin Watson. On the coverage was number 14. Number 14, that's Christian Gallegos. Now bring up a third down, Coach, a critical third down for the Toads.
Yeah, this is a big one right here, Brian.
If you're in the playbook of Jose Pease, if his offensive coordinator, what are you going to draw up for the young quarterback, the young sophomore himself, Mr. Noah Tazi?
Well, my expertise is, he needs to work on his serve and hitting his forehand down the line. As a tennis coach, I don't know if I'm quite qualified for that, but
Alvarado up the gut, past the 50 to the 48-yard line. That will move the yardage stick, but will not move the chains. With 125 to go.
Looks like gain of about 4 yards on that play.
And they will send the punt unit out. And a drive that we haven't said all night long stalled.
Yeah.
That's the first drive that the Toads have literally stalled in the middle part of the field.
It is. It's just the second putt of the night here for Wyatt Worth.
Wyatt Worth will punt it away, back deep. Be Levi himself, the senior for Firebaugh. Nice squiggly kick. That'll take a horn-toed bounce. That ball will land at the 6, actually make that the 12-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop when we come right back. 44.8 seconds to go here, and the third quarter will stay right here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. We've seen 2 drives for the Eagles and 2 drives that they were able to put 6 on the board, Coach. If you're Firebaugh, are you still doing the same routine, or do you mix it up a little bit, or you just go with your bread and butter?
Well, Firebaugh, whatever the case is, Firebaugh is down by 13 points here, and it's about to be the fourth quarter, so they need to, I think they want to try to capitalize in the same way they have to try to get some more points up there on the board. They still are in the hole. Got to dig their way out of it.
Here comes Bautista in the gun. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Fernandez to his right hip as a penalty marker flies right before the snap. Let's see what the call will be.
It's going to be
false start.
False start. Okay. I was wondering if it's going to be some other interesting,
like illegal hands into the face or something like that.
Right.
Well, it's our favorite saying, our song that we're going to get trademarked on Monday. One step forward, 2 steps back.
Yes. So now they're
half the distance to the goal at the 6-yard line. Coalinga trying to get a safety out of the deal here. 44.2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Eagles going right to left on your screen. 2 receivers either side. Takes the handoff. Bautista dumps it off over to Fernandez. He's to the 5, to the 10. Tight ropes the sideline, but pushed out of bounds. Or should I say hammered out of bounds by none other than Mario Delgado. That is Mario. And Mario is slow to get up on the play. That's another cramp, Coach.
It's another cramp.
Wow. Well, how hard Mario's been working all night long. Mario Delgado has having a career night. He deserves an extra large milkshake from Campus Drive-In.
You know what? I think I'm going to go get one of those, too. That sounds good. But I'm not cramping here calling the game with you, Brian.
Hey, you know what? We get some donuts.
You know what? You're spending the weekend here in town, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Hey,
Sunday morning donut call.
Hey, Saturday morning. I'll be sleeping in tomorrow.
I will be. I won't be. I'll be up early.
Oh, I
heading
think
to Visalia.
our audio went out, actually.
So let's see.
All right, we are back in. We are back to go. We're back going.
All right, so this is our third player with cramping this evening.
As Mario's still on the ground, as Jose Pease will pick him up, as well as Kevin Brown, the best athletic trainer in the West Sierra League, I should say.
He's definitely getting his practice dealing with cramps this evening. That is for sure.
And they're gonna have Kevin Brown's going to stretch him out. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. One receiver left, free to the right. That'll be Seha in the gun. New quarterback for the Eagles, motions Fernandez. Penalty marker flies. And
that'd be another false start.
And that's going to back him up another 5 yards, Coach.
Well, you know what? That's one way to stop him.
Safety time.
You know what? That'd be nice. Huh? We've got our defensive leader there, Delgado, still on the sidelines getting stretched out. See if one of these other toads can step up, penetrate.
They're actually going to put the ball at the 8-yard line. Okay, then.
Okay.
All righty. One receiver left, free to the right. That will be Bautista in the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off over to Fernandez. Fernandez with some running room on the near side, but and it brought him down. Number 7, Jaden Pena brought him down, but a little bit of a stiff arm, a little bit of pushing and shoving on the near side.
Little chippy right there. I see some bobbing heads that indicate a little bit of trash talk happening. That would be the end
of quarter number 3.
Of quarter number 3. That was quite the quarter.
A quarter that was inedible, was eventful, a roller coaster.
Maybe a learning moment for both squads on this one. We'll see. Also the longest quarter of the game.
That's right. Toads lead 25-12. More coming up from Chuck Garner Stadium. This is Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. 3 quarters in the books. I don't think the audio's working. Malia. Audio's not working. Testing. All right, we are back on the air. 3 quarters in the books. 1 more to go here from Kalinga. Alongside of Josh Walker, I'm Brian Welch for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. 3 quarters, and we could actually write 3 different stories about each quarter.
Brian, you are correct. The English teacher and me coming out on that one. 3 very different. It's like almost like 3 separate games here, really.
Well, I mean, first quarter. We're good. We're good now.
Yeah, first quarter was all Horned Toads. Second quarter
was here comes Bautista. Bautista with some running room. He breaks free. He'll be pushed. He'll be tackled down on the far side. The second quarter was the quarter of flags, penalty markers. And the third quarter was the quarter of horse collars.
or lack thereof.
And Firebaugh marching down the field here as the Toads lead 25-12. Toads trying to play smart here, trying to stop the Eagles. Here comes Bautista in the gun. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Fernandez to his left hip. Bautista dumps it off on the far side. Got a man. That's going to be, let's see who that was. That's going to be Leva. And now
looks like he was initially hit, I believe, by number 7, Jaden Pena.
Jaden Pena with the tackle.
Tripped him up there, and then,
Second down, a critical second down. I mean, this being in the fourth quarter, every down is critical for both teams.
This is very true.
Second down and 6 yards after the gain of 4. Here comes Bautista in the gun. Fernandez to his right hip. Ball pops out, and the ball is on the ground. Toads say they have it. And the Eagles will keep the ball back. 10:50 in counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Toads lead 25-12. A critical third down for the Eagles. Eagles trying to play smart here. They've had some successful drives, but overall, Coach, the drives have been one step forward, two steps back. Third down for the Eagles. Bautista has time. Pressure, almost brought down. He scampers. And he'll be brought down. And a penalty marker flies.
Oh, interesting, because are they going to call?
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Got some definite frustration. That penalty was called on Ryan Jones, the senior for Kalinga. He seems to be pretty frustrated. I think the coaching staff seems to be pretty frustrated on the sidelines here for the Toads.
Let's see what the call will be. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Just checking. Let's see what the call will be. They're going to wave the flag off.
They're waving the flag off. Well, well.
The Toads, aren't the Toads lucky, or are the Toads lucky? Wow. They're going to wave the penalty flag off. And I think the tensions is almost at a boiling point between all the coaches about this.
Yeah, and the officiating crew too. That's what the third flag has been waved off. Why throw them if you're gonna wave them? But
hey, you know what? Hey, get some good practice throwing the yellow laundry around. Bautista in the gun, takes the snap, throws it deep down the far side. Levi, it's gonna be incomplete. And who was there? None other than Luke Wojwoda.
Luke Wojwoda.
With his mom and dad right to the left of us, watching on. Because Levon Wojwoda have been doing that tango all night long.
All night long. Luke just timed that beautifully, tipped that ball right away. Nice work on defense.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles with 10:04 to go here in regulation. Toads lead 25-12. What a great night for homecoming. A little bit earlier than usual here in Kalinga, usually in October. Comes Bautista in the gun. Dumps it off in the nearest. That ball's almost intercepted. Man. Ray Osuna.
Right off of Ray's hands right there.
Well, I mean, Devin Sanchez was right there to scoop it.
I know, yeah. Both players had it just right there.
You wanted to scoop it up like a bowl of ice cream. Scoop it like a cup of ice cream.
Man, Brian, all the food analogies.
Well, hey, you got to broaden what you have to say on the air. I mean, Paul Leffler taught me that. My good friend at Fresno State taught me. You got a mentor. You got to change it up a little bit.
All right.
You got to change it up. How to say it. Actually, Doc Emmerich said that once in a video. Leva with the carry, with that catch, gets to the 48, but stretches it to midfield. Now bring up fourth down, Coach.
He did a nice second and third effort there on that.
Because remember in 21, we did the 21 spring game.
We did
here, actually, in the same exact spot.
In the same exact spot, right here.
I mean, we are sitting in the same exact. I mean, same spot, same place, and that was a tough team for Firebaugh. I mean, our good friend Omar Alvarez, who's at UCLA now, he was on that squad. It had some good plays for the Eagles that night, on that spring night.
Yes, that was the
senior night. Senior night for you guys, for us.
The spring that felt like fall.
And the fall that felt like fall.
The fall that felt like fall.
And that was the best that field looked in that spring.
Because it hadn't been touched in so long.
Third down for the Eagles. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bautista in the gun, takes a snap, has time. Dumps it off on the far side. Fernandez, but he's met by Luke Wojwoda. On the far side, that'll bring up fourth down for the Eagles with 9:38 in counting to go here in regulation. Let's see, if you're the head coach of the Eagles, Coach Saldana, do you go for it or do you punt it away and give it to a high-powered Toad offense?
Well, so far this game has not been the most predictable game I've seen. So I wouldn't be surprised with any decision. Well, it looks like he is going to punt it away.
I mean, it's Firebaugh. Expect a little trickery. I mean, hey, it's the fourth quarter. I mean, stuff's on the line. Here's the punt.
Oh,
almost blocked. That ball's going to land at the 40. Takes a Firebaugh high school bounce at the 36-yard line. That's where the Toads will set up shop. with 8:55 to go here in regulation, trying to extend their lead, trying to put some insurance on the Eagles. We'll be right back on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. $8:55 to go here in regulation. Josh Walker, Brian Welch here for you for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. A game that will go down in the history books tonight, Coach, with penalty flags and calls that were interesting to say the least. As a broadcaster, we have to stay on partial. Here comes Mr. Alvarado up the gut, finds a hole, and he rumbles for a first down.
Nice run here in the fourth quarter. Oh no, he's back cramping again.
He's on the ground on the far side. As Jose Pease will take a look at his player, make sure he's okay. Kevin Brown having a sprint.
Once again, yeah, this is.
I think Kevin Brown should have tried out for the track team at St. Mary's, Coach. I mean, hey, that was a pretty good sprint. I mean, hey, he is a Gale.
He is a Gale?
Moronga. I'm actually good buddies with Alex Jensen, the play-by-play guy at St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, all right.
Good friend of mine. Voice of the Stockton Ports as well. But here, as Alvarado will get up, Jose Pease and Kevin Brown will carry him. Alvarado deserves a milkshake once again for how hard he's worked so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see on our screen right now.
In. Oh, there you go. Been putting the work in. But yes, we do have some cramping, so I wonder what are some things that the coaches could do to help their players and encourage them with that. I don't know if it's a hydration issue, a nutrition issue, whatever it is, but we definitely got to work that one out a bit. We want our best players on the field at all times.
Well, that's correct. Here come the Toads, 1st and 10. Tazi under center. Hands it off up the gut. With some running room. That's going to mean who that is. Let's see who that is. That's number 20, Ray Osuna with the carry.
Ray Osuna coming out of nowhere.
Right
that carry, right up the middle.
gut.
Nice run.
That's
nice
correct.
run. He was in on that almost interception a few plays back.
That's right.
So he's feeling it right now. Good for him.
As a coach, what do you do to hydrate your players? I mean, what are some different things?
Well, my tips are always you hydrate today for tomorrow.
That's right.
So what we're looking at is the results of, previous days' work. The weather has gotten a little bit cooler.
Tazi takes the snap, has time, dumps it down the near side. Sanchez hauls it in. He climbs the ladder. 1st and 10 for the Toads.
There we go. Nice catch right there.
Wow. Well, yeah, go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it hasn't been quite as hot lately,
Yeah.
so the temptation is maybe to back off of hydration because you're not feeling the need for it as much, which would put you in a situation like this. It is also 10:16 at night right now. So, these guys may have not had dinner yet. May not have been, might not have had something to eat before the game, too. So that might be a factor as well.
Here come the Toads. The Toads will be in the wishbone. One receiver either side. Tazi under the center. Under center, here he goes. Hands as the fake, rolls right. Dumps it off, got a man. It's going to be Malik Singleton. He hauls it in on the far side. And let's see who that'll move the 6, Coach. But go ahead, Coach.
I do know that Kevin Brown, head of sports medicine here at Kalinga High School, does have some really good electrolyte pops.
I don't think I had those when I was.
Imagine Otter Pop meets Gatorade, but in my opinion, it tastes even better than an Otter Pop.
All righty, okay, I respect that.
He dropped a couple packs of those off for the tennis team yesterday before our match. We were quite happy. Going to go pick some of those up on Amazon.
All righty.
So maybe throw some Otter Pops their way, Coach.
Hands it off up the gut. That's Osuna. Osuna breaks some tackles. He's inside.
Osuna.
Inside the 5. Impressive performance.
Nice job coming in for the cramping Alvarado there.
I think Jose Pease found another running back for his arsenal. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. 6:21 in counting to go here in regulation. Tazi in the power eye. One receiver either side. Takes the handoff. Has time. Has a man wide open. Malik Singleton.
And it's a touchdown.
That's a Horton-Toad touchdown. Impressive performance by Noah Tazi, finding his man. Touchdown, Toads.
That was a nice play action right there. He faked it to Osuna, who had 2 nice carries on the drive. The Eagles bit. Malik was wide open.
Hey,
Another touchdown.
The senior got the job done. On his last homecoming night, Malik Singleton hauls one in. And he finds pay dirt for the Toads. Here's the PA.
Oh, and our homecoming queen is now the kicker.
And here's the kick from Camacho.
And it's good.
Stephanie Camacho puts it through the uprights. 6:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's your Toads with 32 and the Eagles of Firebaugh High School with 12. We'll be right back. More action from Chuck Garner Stadium on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel.
That's a nice sight to see there, Brian. The homecoming queen makes the PAT.
6:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. You were saying, Coach, that was Stephanie Camacho being homecoming queen and also kicking a field goal. Hey, I mean that's like probably that might be the cherry on the top for her.
You know what? I would agree, Brian. That was a lot of fun seeing her get crowned the queen right here before the start of the game and to put it through the uprights when we needed it. So now we have
Palacio kick things off for the Toads. And that ball will be taken by Luna. Luna to the 30. Has some running room past the middle, but brought down on the kickoff.
That was
number 4. Wyatt Worth hauls him in. Reels him in and brings him down. 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 6:04 to go here in regulation as the Toads lead 32-12, Coach.
32-12. I think that was it's a great touchdown. Gave a little bit of breathing room. Maybe a little bit of
something that the Toads needed for sure.
Sure, a little pep in the step. Have that nice kick made by Her Highness.
We bow down to Stephanie Camacho. We bow down to Stephanie Camacho.
So let's see if the Eagles can put something together here.
2 receivers either side. Batista in the gun. Has time. Dumps it off on the far side. That ball's almost intercepted. Oh, my word.
Just in the hands, rolled right off the fingertips right there.
Wyatt Worth wanted that interception so bad, and something that we have seen so much of tonight. Kevin Brown running out, doing the 100-meter dash to help out the players tonight.
Got it. Is this another cramping horn toad, huh?
Number 54,
that was actually
Ryan Jones.
That was actually Luke Wojowoda on the near interception on that side.
Okay.
But
I mean, hey, you know what? The Toads are swarming, to say the least. Swarming the field.
A swarm of toads.
I mean, you could say that for hornets, bees, but
toads.
For toads,
that's kind of scary sounding, actually. A swarm of toads. All right, let's see.
Here comes Bautista, 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Hands it off to Fernandez, but he'll be met by a wall of toads. Nowhere to go.
All
and
right.
Number 62 got him.
Number 62 coming up pretty fired up.
Esmael Castro with the tackle. 3rd down for the Eagles. Under 6 minutes to go here in regulation. Eagles trying to get something going here offensively. A critical 3rd down here on opening night for the West Sierra League title hunt. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Bautista in the gun. Takes a snap, has time. Throws it deep down the far side. The ball is going to be an incomplete pass. Almost hauled in for another interception. And the Toads are literally swarming the field. There's actually an injured Toad around the 44-yard line on the far side.
Looks like came down hard there on the sideline.
And here comes Jose Peace jogging across the field. Man, this is a sight that the Toads have seen quite often tonight. I mean, he's up. He's up and about. Let's see who that was. That's number 7, Jaden Pena. Jaden Pena, that's the basketball star from last year. On the gridiron this year for the Toads.
You know, we had some help on the sideline over there with sports medicine from Firebaugh High School, and she's done great work with us with Tennis of the Past. Well appreciated. Always great hosts.
That's right.
Quality people over there at Firebaugh. Do give them a good shout out.
I remember one instance when I'm putting the player cap on myself, going back in time to 2021. Remember a certain player on our squad, Coach? Remember that at Firebaugh?
I do.
Had the cramps.
Yeah,
had some cramps
there.
The MVP of that season, the guy who could swat everything, take everything down. Bautista takes a snap, has time, pressured, rolls right. Has time, breaks one tackle. Toes trying to track him down. He's passing the 45, 50, 45, steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line. And a scamper. Bautista shows that he's not only dangerous passing, he can run all over the place. There's another Horned-Toad player on the ground with 4:56 to go here in regulation. Wow.
Yeah, that's Gavin Watson right there. Took a really big hit. We've got Kevin Brown who's talking to the officials right there. I think he felt there was some helmet-to-helmet contact. I heard that impact right here. Gavin kind of stumbled, kind of walked to the sideline before he hit the ground.
Oi. Wow. Both sports medicine teams are out on the field as the referees are having a conference at around the 47-yard line. Everyone is out there. Sports medicine crews, head coach Jose Pease. The Toes just trying to get out of this game alive, Coach.
Yeah, when Gavin was blocked, he hit, immediately stopped running, stood, took several steps to the sideline, and then fell down. It looked like a pretty big impact right there.
As the coaches are yelling for water, it is 71 degrees here in the stadium at the Kalinga weather on the weather app on my phone. You can drop a pin in the stadium. It's that quiet.
Yeah, definitely taking some time. Making sure he's all right.
Looking at the binoculars. Let's see. I can't tell what they're actually looking at, what they're examining. But a hard hit for Gavin Watson. And he is getting on his feet. He is sitting up. We know he is sitting up there, Coach.
Yeah,
and now he's
back up to his feet. Yeah, just needs some time.
Because that hit was brutal, to say the least.
Well, I also didn't. I didn't like how he hit the ground face first when he was walking back to the sideline. So he was definitely. I don't know if it was, knocked the wind out of him or what exactly happened right there, but
it's really cool about the sportsmanship. Both sports medicine crews are out there on the scene.
Yeah, in spite of our, the rivalry we have when it comes to safety, everybody's on the same page. So, but yes, we've definitely been getting sports medicine team has definitely been getting some calls this evening.
I mean, more than you normally see.
Yeah.
On any given Friday. After all that, 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 4:56 to go here in regulation. Eagles trying to march down the field here, going left to right on your screen. One receiver left, three to the right. Bautista in the gun, and Fernandez. As we are still waiting, I would guess. As actually, it's a conversation between Jose Pease, head referee, and the side judge. Let's see what the call will be. Or something, I mean, what. And Jose Pease will walk back to his respective sideline. And
I wonder what conversation was going on with that. I mean, you want to, it's always tough because you always, people always complain about officiating.
Yeah.
Especially when the calls don't go the way of their own team. Mm-hmm. But, we do want to make sure everybody's safe out there. And
Seha with the keeper, with the Wildcat with some room. He gets to the 30-yard line. Now will move the sticks once again. And the Eagles using Seha as the Wildcat to get the job done. I mean, do they have enough time? I mean.
At this point, the way things have progressed, the different injuries and cramps, all the crazy penalties and bizarre things, it's almost. We just wish it would be over.
Bautista with the keeper, but brought down by a swarm of horned toads. Actually, I don't think he got far.
Did he even get back to maybe got back to the line of scrimmage?
Maybe, let's just say, 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line for the Eagles, going left to right on your screen. It's been the Toads' night so far. And I think tonight the Toads have sent a message to the whole WSL. Watch out. This offense is going to be tough the part of the season. Because the Toads got Avenel next week at home here at the Chuck. Bautista bobbles the ball, but he's wrapped up in the backfield. Huge sack. Ethan Romo sacks him for a huge play. 3rd down for the Eagles. Wow. As a timeout called by Firebaugh. Take a timeout with them. 3:38 to go here in regulation. Your Toads lead 32-12 over the Eagles of Firebaugh. We'll be right back. This is Horned Toad Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. .338 to go here in regulation, here from Chuck Garner Stadium. Josh Walker, Brian Welch here for the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. And, Coach, I don't think your Diet Pepsi's going to show up.
You know what? I think it's a loss. Maybe I ought to make it at least a 2-liter now.
Hey, how about two liters?
There you go.
One for you and one for your doubles partner.
Yeah, one for my doubles partner. Shout out to my manager, Mr. Giovanni Mendez.
All righty. Is he going to be playing in the spring?
Yes. It'll be a 2nd year playing this spring. I'm really pleased with the progression. So if anybody out there is listening and wants to join a fun sport, coming out for boys tennis. Start up right after winter break.
Here comes Bautista in the gun. Rolls right, dumps it off. Seha was the intended receiver, but know what? That ball will not be caught. Actually on the coverage, I should say, was number 7, Jaden Pena. Fourth down for the Eagles. Last hope for them with 3:32 to go here in regulation. The Eagles had the offense tonight, Coach.
You know what? They did, and they made some bold plays. They made some bold calls. It paid off for them a couple times with some touchdowns. Felt like just a little bit of timing.
Yeah.
Timing
one step
issues,
forward, 2 step back.
Right. I really do think penalties have been the main story here.
Hurtado throws it deep. Ball will be intercepted. Masai Richard. He's the 10. to the 15 to the 16-yard line, and the Toads will set up shop with 3:19 to go here in regulation. Wow. And that's the third interception tonight.
That is indeed.
Wow. That Toads defense has sent a statement to the whole league. Because the Toads are trying to snap a 2-game losing streak after losing to Reedley. And Justin Garza was on the call for the one in West Fresno. This is a totally different team than I saw 2 weeks ago, Coach.
How is that facility over there, Justin Garza? Pretty.
At Darren Collegian Stadium?
Yeah.
It's probably, well, I was talking to Jose Pease about that before the game. I said, hey, what's it like to be coach on the sideline where 5 CIF Central Section championships have been decided? A lot of history on the west side of Fresno. It's nice facilities, great press box, great amenities. Special shout out to the Justin Garza Guardians for allowing me to be up there for that broadcast. And that ball, we carry it. That's going to be Osuna with the carry, bringing Eagle defenders with him.
Yeah, some extra help there by the Kalinga Center. Kevin Malin helped with the extra little push.
He was on the court tonight, Kevin
Yes,
Malin.
he was. Yet another one of the players for the Toads who was there as a nominee.
That's correct. But yeah, Darren Collegian Stadium. That was one of my dream stadiums to call at, and
Nice.
that was a lot of fun on a Thursday night. They broadcast for the Toads. Here comes Tazi in the wishbone. One receiver either side, going right to left on your screen. Tazi takes the snap, hands it off, got a man. He's got a big run from Wyatt Worth, bringing bulldozing up Eagle defenders all over the place. The bulldozer himself moves the chains for the Toads.
Just right up the middle, dragging some defenders with him.
Wow.
And so Brian, dream stadium, absolute dream.
Ooh.
Where would you like to call a football game?
Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl. That's a pretty good one.
With the San Gabriels glistening off.
There you go. The Rose Bowl game at the Rose Bowl.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't mind calling for UCLA.
Okay.
I work for Fresno State, but
Sure.
I wouldn't mind calling one there. Oh, Tazi breaks one tackle. The Coliseum as well. Here, Tazi trying to break some more tackles. Scampers for his life. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage, but wait, there is a
penalty marker on the play. Well, I did have the pleasure in my college days of doing a halftime show at the LA Coliseum. Back when I was the announcer for the Leland Stanford Junior University Marching Band.
That's right.
And we were, they had good snacks. We were able to partake. Okay. That was one of our special things as, poor, hungry college students. You always have to have good snacks up in the press box. But that was a lot of fun, being able to call the halftime show at the stadium during that game.
I wouldn't mind calling it the Big House either. That'd be a lot of fun. I mean, Fresno State's going to Michigan in a couple of years. Hey, I wouldn't mind. Hey, put me in the baggage claim. Hey, put me in a suitcase. I'll go.
Hey,
I'll go. I don't mind.
That would be a lot of fun.
Well, that'll back up the Toads even more after the penalty. 1:48 to go here in regulation. The Toads have shown up tonight to get the job done.
Yeah, kind of here toward the end of the game, the crowd's kind of thinned out a little bit.
Well, I mean, it is 10:36.
But it is. It's almost past my bedtime.
Hey, Osuna with some running room.
And
he's to 35. He's to midfield. 45-40, 35-30. He's still on his feet. To the 20, 15, 10. He's going to go to the end zone. That's a hard Toads touchdown. Ray Osuna finds the pay dirt for the Toads.
You know what? What I loved about that run is his head was on a swivel. He was looking every which way.
Flies.
Was that an excessive celebration call?
I mean, hey, you know what? Ray Osuna has not really scored. He being a part of that second, Ray Osuna has been able to shine tonight.
You know what he has, and like I was saying, his head was on a swivel. He was looking everywhere. He knew where every single one of those guys was. Changed his angle at the right moment. And he did a backflip in the end zone.
A backflip in the end zone. Our spotter, Sarah Walker, told us that. Let's see what the penalty will be.
Would be assessed on the PAT or
Or let's see what the call will be. On sportsmanlike conduct on the Toads.
Oh, was it?
Okay, then. All righty. I mean, calls that have.
Apparently.
Now, here's the PAT from Camacho.
All right, come on, Stephanie Camacho with attempt number 2.
And it goes and it does.
You know what?
2 for 2 tonight.
Coach, she needs to get the call every time. At 2 for 2.
Stephanie Camacho puts it for the uprights. Your Toads lead 39-12. We'll be right back. We'll actually stay right here on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. 1:23 to go here. The Toads have been able to put the icing on the donut tonight.
The icing on the donut. Maybe even a few sprinkles on there with that last one.
Or honoring Chick Hearn, they can close the refrigerator door on this one tonight.
Close the refrigerator door. I like that.
As the Toads will get ready to go against a good Avenel squad next week. That's probably going to be an interesting one.
A hungry Avenel squad. Like I was saying earlier, we were in Avenel this week for a tennis match, and you really got the sense that that rivalry between Avenel and Kalinga is especially intense on the Avenel side of things. And I think they really want that win. So it ought to be a good game. But if the Toads can build on what they've done tonight, Avenel's going to have a
lot of trouble.
Yeah, a lot of trouble ahead of them.
Sahal will take the return to the 35, to the 40, 45, to midfield, has him around to the 45, still on his feet, brought down by a pack of Toads.
It's a nice return right there.
Let's
Minute and 13 left. We're
1:13 to go here. As this will be one last drive for the Eagles tonight on homecoming night 2022. Kalinga played their A game tonight, and they showed up and dominated the line of scrimmage. A few penalties that kind of in and out. Added some flavor to that, don't it?
Yes, it did. It did indeed. Maybe one of those like maple bacon bars.
Here comes Fernandez. He'll be brought down by a pack of Toads led by none other than Mario Delgado.
Mario Delgado back in there again for the Toads.
1 minute remaining here in regulation.
And I'm going to end this one, Brian, I think on my feet.
As the Toads
look to seal the deal here with about 45 seconds and ticking and clicking.
It works. Batista under center, hands it off over to Luna. Luna with some running room, but he'll be brought down by a pack of Toads. Led by number 54.
Oscar's in the wagon there. Oscar's looking like he's had a rough night.
Well, he might have cramped.
He might have cramped it. That's a good point. That is definitely a good point.
Third down for the Eagles, 10 seconds to go. And Batista dumps it down the near side, but nobody home. Devin Sanchez was there, and the horn sounds here in Kalinga. Your Toads win 39-12 over the Eagles of Firebaugh High School. Wow.
You know what? Wow. In the interesting game, entertaining game, lots of
penalties,
lots of calls.
The roller coaster we were talking about.
The roller coaster. But I do have to say, 39-12 is a nice
dominating victory to start off league play.
Great, nice way to end the game with that touchdown right there.
Well, exactly. Next week Firebaugh, because the Toads will get Avenel next week. Another home game. Come on down to Chuck Garner Stadium to watch. Probably one of the oldest rivalries. Between the Fresno and Kings County line that separates 13 miles. Would I be right? 13 miles.
20.
I mean, 13, 12. I mean, the Pistachio Road.
Pistachio Road. There we go.
We have a lot of people to thank for this broadcast tonight. I'd like to thank the In the News at CHS broadcast team. The ROP Multimedia Squad did a great job bringing you the great angles tonight from Chuck Garner Stadium. I'd like to say thank you to Athletic Director Emily McFarland, Superintendent of Schools of the Kalinga-Huron Unified School District, Lori Villanueva, and also our advisor, the boss man himself, the man who's operating the camera right now as we speak, Tom Lucero, who's happy because the Cougars of BYU won last night, got the wagon wheel against Utah State. So, I mean, hey, he's pretty happy right now. Coach, it's always a pleasure working with you, my man.
Anytime, Brian.
That's right, that's right. Coach, good luck tomorrow at
Thank you very
Mycelium.
much. Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate it.
Hey, that's right, sir. And I'm Brian Welch saying goodbye, have a good night, as the Toes get the victory 39-12 on homecoming night over the Firebaugh High School Eagles. Thank you so much for watching Horn-Toed Football on the In the News at CHS YouTube channel. Yes! That was our best broadcast. That was our best broadcast.
That was a weird game, though, wasn't it?